Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is B. Avery here with another episode of Just My Opinion Reviews, and I appreciate you tuning in. I'm here for my fresh initial reaction for the latest episode of The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 8, titled The Return. Now, guys, I want to let you know that I am a casual Star Wars fan. I've seen all the movies, but I have not seen all of Clone Wars or Rebels. I haven't seen Bad Batch either. And if there's another show out there I'm forgetting, I haven't seen it. But I have seen all the movies. I've seen the original trilogy like when I was in junior high school and I'm in my upper 30s. And so I want to let you know, I am a casual Star Wars fan. I am not diehard. I don't know all the planets and stuff like this, but I have been enjoying The Mandalorian and just wanted to give you my fresh initial reaction of the season finale, series finale of season 3, episode 8. And overall, I was entertained. I thought it was good, and I'm able to understand the gist of everything that's going on. I will say that I did enjoy Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2 much more than 3, and that's pretty much the same universally around in the fandom, online, in our bubble. And so, yeah, it was good, but it could have been much better, but, I was still entertained. Some people are saying it's crap. I don't feel that way at all. One thing I will say, especially after watching this episode 8 early this morning, is I feel like Grogu was wasted in this season. There was not that much growth to his character, and I do like the character. I actually love the character, but there just wasn't that much growth. When he popped back up in the book of Boba Fett, I was like, wait a minute. The whole season 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian, the main goal mission was to get Grogu to a Jedi so he can learn and grow. But you abandoned that as soon as season 2 was over, and I did not like that. Now, there was a rumor going around that Jon Favreau, the writer, did not want to go in that direction, but Kathleen Kennedy did, and he was so upset that he almost walked off the project. I don't know how true that is or not, but I kind of want to believe it, but for the most part, I have love what Favreau and Dave Filoni have been doing. But again, Grogu just was kind of a waste to me in this season. Now, towards the end of this episode, I thought it was pretty badass what he was doing with the Force bubble when he was protecting Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, the main titular character, and Bo-Katan Kryze. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was nice seeing him kind of flip around, trying to dodge those henchmen in the red. I don't even know what to call them, but they look kind of badass, But that was cool. But Grogu, he should have went with Luke, and we shouldn't have seen him at all in season 3. And then maybe he came back in season 4. I thought that would have been a great overall story. I also think that episodes 7 and 8 should have been one large episode. That would have been badass. I really would have liked that. But, we didn't get it. They decided to split it down the middle. But both episodes were good. I just kind of wish that we could have had this energy throughout the whole season that matched season 1 and 2. Another bummer for me is Din Djarin and Grogu kind of took a back seat in their own show. This was more focused on Bo-Katan Kryze, if I'm saying her name correctly. And that's kind of a bummer. I like the character, but I didn't sign up for this to see them. I wanted to see Din Djarin and Grogu. So she should have had her own show as well. I would have tuned in and I probably would have liked it a lot more, but it was still great. It was entertaining. I did like in this episode how all of the Mandalorians, all these different sects and tribes came together. You got the old school, new school, middle school, however, people that's wearing their helmet, people that are not, but all of them coming together and flying throughout the air with their jetpacks, guys, that was badass right there. I like that. I was smiling ear to ear like, damn, I wish I was a Mandalorian. I wish I had a jetpack. I wish I was flying into battle with each of them. I mean, that was nice. They did a good job directing that right there. And then when Bo-Katan Kryze, when she had the rest of the Mandalorian that was flying down in the cavern, in the cave, and then she pulled out the Darksaber, the sword, I was like, oh shit, that was nice. I was really, really enjoying that. In episode 7, I was also kind of bummed out that, what is this, Paz Vizsla, I think is his name. He got the Gatling gun, ray gun type of blaster. I liked him a lot, and he has a son that's part of the Mandalorian group as well that no longer has a daddy. I didn't think his death and sacrifice was necessary, but he still went out like a G. Y'all pour one out, you know, for Paz Vizsla, if that's his name or whatever. But it was good though. I kind of also felt that this episode, they kind of accomplished their goal a little bit too easy. And then episode 7, it was called Spies. I thought that another Mandalorian was, you know, like a turncoat and it was going to throw them under the bus, but that wasn't the case right there. But it was decent. I mean, I really did enjoy season 3. I enjoyed episode 7 and 8, but I really didn't enjoy it as much as season 1 and 2. And again, I think overall, that's how everybody else feels. But then I was kind of bummed out. I do like Moff Gideon, Giancarlo Esposito. He's fantastic, but him coming back at the end of season 3 was kind of a repeat of season 2, where Luke showed up. The only difference is he had more of the Beskar armor, and he also has some type of Beskar blade, not blade, but staff with purple sabers on the end. And I'm just kind of thinking he was fighting against Bo-Katan Kryze, and she had the dark saber. And I don't know much about the dark saber other than, you know, it's a powerful weapon and all that stuff. And it's important to a lot of people and can pretty much destroy anything. But it seemed like his staff was more powerful than the dark saber. And then again, the dark saber is supposed to be like a big deal, but he destroyed it with his fist. I'm like, okay, you don't even have force power. So I really did not understand that. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comment section. I would appreciate it. You know, but even though I do have those gripes, I still really did enjoy the action in episode 7 and episode 8. I thought it was badass. And I love the fact that Din Djarin, the main Mandalorian character, titular character, he did adopt Grogu, and they was kind of chilling, you know, in Grief Karga's, I think that's his name, Apollo Creed, you know, that gentleman, you know, on their planet, and, you know, Grogu is playing with frogs and stuff with the Force. So I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the season. Not as great as season 1 and 2, but hopefully season 4, which is already written, will be much better and the same energy of seasons 1 and 2. So again, guys, I'm a casual Star Wars fan. I was just like, hey, F it. Let me do a quick video real quick. But guys, also I will be, if you're into Snowfall season 6, I will be dropping that video later on today. So check that out. It is a season finale for season 6, episode 10. I did that with Tyra with Reviewz TV. I also have my review for Sakura, the latest Donnie Yen martial arts movie that just released last week in the States. It came out in China in January, and so check that out. And also, guys, if you want to see me go live, I will be going live this Thursday, 4/20 at 6:05 p.m. to talk about all movie news, Jonathan Majors and all that. And then this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. CST, I will be having a full superhero comic book show. And so subscribe, but this is your first time joining me and you want to check all of that out. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.